It is incredible that in order to allow Pakistanis to get free clean energy, this humble roadside workshop in Peshawar uses self-taught physics knowledge to produce affordable and durable solar panels. The wooden tabletop that looks like a composite panel is actually a mold for making the reflective frame of the solar panel. The first step in making it is to place the new square tube according to the square tube on the mold. The process of shaping the shape requires using a lot of force to fix the square tube in front while forcing the square tube into the steel ring to make a standard frame shape. Then weld multiple horizontal square tubes on the frame. These square tubes must be shaped in advance to ensure that each square tube can fit completely on the table. At the same time, the lines on the table are the positions where the square tubes are fixed. This ensures that the entire reflective frame, the center of gravity, is in the center. Similarly, two square tubes need to be welded in the longitudinal position to make the structure of the entire reflective frame more stable. After the entire frame is welded, the iron sheet needs to be installed on the frame. Since the entire reflective frame is in the shape of a foam surface, it is difficult to achieve a very flat effect using a whole iron sheet, so it is necessary to use a method of splicing multiple iron sheets. This process requires drilling holes on the square tube and use anchors to fix the iron sheet on the square tube. After the iron sheet is processed, the base bracket of the reflective surface needs to be made. First, the adjustment hole needs to be opened in the middle position, and then the L-shaped adjustable bracket is welded on the frame behind the reflective surface. In this way, the up and down angles of the reflective surface can be adjusted by adjusting the length of the screw rod to achieve efficient focusing reflection. However, this only solves the problem of adjusting the up and down angles. Next, it is necessary to use the self-adjusting screw. The steel ring of the vehicle is used to make a laterally adjustable base. Workers will use steel bars to reinforce the central rotating shaft to ensure that it can bear the weight of the entire solar power plant. Then steel bars are used to make a bracket for placing the pod, and a steel pipe of very standard length is welded to it so that the sunlight collected by the reflective surface can be focused on the pod. Next, a mirror needs to be installed on the iron sheet. In order to make the mirror, in order to better fit the curvature of the reflective surface, several hundred small square mirrors are needed for installation. Workers will first apply glass glue on the iron sheet and then stick the mirrors one by one to the iron sheet. The workers introduce that the solar energy produced here costs about 1,000 rupees per piece, but it can help customers save the same amount of installation fees in a year. So this kind of solar energy is very popular in areas with sufficient sunshine. However, such a fitted reflector, the reflection surface still cannot be used directly because the difference in the angle of each mirror will directly lead to a significant reduction in the efficiency of the mirror reflecting sunlight. Therefore, it is necessary to finally adjust the angle of the mirror through this special lens. The position of this lens is the position where the pot is placed. Only when the worker can fully see the orange square in each mirror through the lens. At this time, the fine-tuning of the mirror is completed. Next, the solar panel can be assembled and tested. After testing, we can see that it only takes 2.5 seconds to light a log and 2.5 minutes to boil a cup of hot water. So after watching the whole process, what do you think of solar energy made in this way?